Finish it first. Finish it first, then we'll do Kirtan. Should not speak, while Kirtan is going on. That's why I was waiting. हो गया? हाँ? जय राधा रति हरि राधा रति हरि राधे जय सीताराम लक्ष्मण सीताराम लक्ष्मण जय गौरांगिका 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 जय गौरांगिका जय प्रभुपदा 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 जय प्रभुपदा जय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य सदसदा श्रीमादे श्री भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की नमाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री द्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंडगिरी गोवर्धन की वृंदावन धाम की मथुरा धाम की मायापुर नवद्वीप धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की गंगमय की यमुनमय की तुलसी महारानी की श्रील प्रभुपाद ट्रांसेंडेंटल बुक डिस्कशन प्रोग्राम की श्री श्री राधा रास बिहारी ललिता विशाखा की श्री श्री सीताराम लक्ष्मण मान की श्री श्री गौर निताई की श्रील प्रभुपाद की गौर प्रेमानंदे all glorious assembled devotees, all glorious assembled devotees, all glorious assembled devotees, all glorious to Shri Guru and Gauranga. Text number 15, right? Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 3. Text number 15. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Sarasatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayesha Vutreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 3. Krishna is the source of all incarnations. Text number 15. Rupam sajagre matsyam chakshusodadi samplave navyaropya mahimayam apad vaivashvatam manum. Rupam sajagre matsyam chakshusodadi samplave navyaropya mahimayam apad vaivashvatam manum. Rupam sajagre matsyam chakshusho dadhi samplave navyaropya mahimayam apad vaivashvatam manum.
Rupam sajagre matsyam chakshushodadi samplave navyaropya mahimayam Rupam sajagre matsyam chakshushodadi samplave Rupam sajagre matsyam
Ladies.
Rupam sajagriya matsam chakshusodadi samplave navyaropya mahimayam apad vaivashvatam manum. Rupam sajagriya matsam chakshusodadi samplave mayam apad vaivashvatam manum.
You want to chant? Chant? Okay.
Rupam sajagre macham. Rupam sajagre macham. Chakshudari samdave. Chakshudari samdave. Navya manimaya. Navya manimaya.
Nice. Yes. क्या practice करते हैं क्या? हाँ? Mrinal Gia, you want to chant?
Rupam sajagre macham. Chakshudari samdave.
Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. When there was a complete inundation after the period of the Chakshusha Manu and the whole world was deep within water, the Lord accepted the form of a fish and protected Vaivashvata Manu, keeping him up on a boat. According to Shripad Siddhaswami, the original commentator in Bhagavatam, there is not always a devastation after the change of every Manu. And this inundation after the period of Chakshusha Manu took place in order to show some wonders to Satyavrat. But Sri Jiva Goswami has given definite proofs from authoritative scriptures that there is always a devastation after the end of each and every Manu. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti has also supported Srila Jiva Goswami, and he has also quoted from Bhagavatamrita about this inundation after each Manu. Apart from this, the Lord, in order to show special favor to Satyavrat, a devotee of the Lord, in this particular period, incarnated himself. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshuruntam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Vishnu Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Tadameham Tadati Sapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Uta Padakam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Vagnatham Nitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijan Sahitam Chaitanya Shri Radha Krishna Pada Hare Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagapati Gopesha Gopivakanta Radha Kanta Namaste Bhaktanjana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishwanaste Devi Pranamami Hare Vanshakatarudesha Vipasindhu Adivanam Pavadebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namaha Pankajanabhaya नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रये. Last week we studied about Maharaj Prithu, incarnation of Maharaj Prithu. Maharaj Prithu, he was a Shaktyavesh avatar. How many of you know what is Shaktyavesh avatar? Huh? Bolo? Empowered what? Huh? Huh? Where did you learn this? Huh? YouTube, Google Guru, huh? YouTube videos. Very bad. Shaktyavesh avatar means, the girls will tell. Shreya, you will tell. What is Shaktyavesh avatar? Huh? You can say combined. Shaktyavesh avatar means a living entity empowered by Krishna. Right? Krishna Shakti Vina Nahitare Pravartana. You know, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Chaitamrita Prabhupada explained. Chaitanya, so that is why we say Srila Prabhupada is also Shaktyavesh avatar. Means Shaktyavesh avatar means he is not full personality of Godhead. Right? Just like Parashuram. Parashuram was a Shaktyavesh avatar. But he now he is not avatar. You know, Shyam Sundar Gar, you know? Huh? Huh? Pratik, you know? Now he is no longer avatar. Right? He is now living in Mahendra Parvat. He doing tapasya. So when Lord Ramchandra took the Vishnu Dhanash from his hands, he took away his power also. Now he is regular sage. Right? Like that, they come to perform a particular activity. Right? And then when they is finished, that's like Parshuram was empowered to kill all the Kshatriyas. Right? Maharaj Prithu, he was actually empowered to, previous to Maharaj Prithu, he was actually, the earth is not smooth, it's level. It's all full of hills and, ditches and all. So Maharaj Prithu, he plowed the entire earth planet and made it level so that it is easier to cultivate the land. Right? And then he is known as Adi Raja. How to rule a kingdom. He showed Adi Raja. Right? And then he also was very famous for what? Nine devotional service, right? 9 process of devotional service. Who can tell? Shravanam? No. Shravanam, the particular respective devotees. For Shravanam, Parikshit Maharaj. You can put it on the board. For Shravanam, Parikshit Maharaj. Kirtanam? Kirtanam? Sukadeva Goswami. Or Smaranam? Prahlad Maharaj. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, and then Pada Sevanam. Lakshmi Devi. Archanam. Archanam? Bolo? Prutu Maharaj. Vandanam? Akrura.
Akrura.
Right? Vandanam, Akrura. Vandanam, and then Dasyam, Hanuman. Then
Hanumanji.
Sakyam,
Arjuna.
Arjuna. Then Atmanivedanam, Pali Maharaj. Right? Then all Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu, Smaranam Padasevanam, Archanam Vandanam Dasyam, Sakyam Atmanivedanam. Vijayaram Prabhu. Vijayaram, right? Who has performed all 9 process of devotional service? Amrish Maharaj. Very good. Amrish Maharaj. Right? Prabhupada also introduced for all of us. We are all small Amrish Maharaj. Right? Chota, fraction. Because we do all 9 processes. Right? Prabhupada introduced in ISKCON. We do all 9 processes. लॉटरी लग जाएगा एक ना एक में, टेस्ट लग जाएगा. Right? So Maharaj Prutu, he offered very wonderful prayers. Right? Last time we discussed a little bit. So the Lord Vishnu, he came personally, to his Yajnashala, and then he brought Indra along with him. Because Indra and Prutu Maharaj, they were having a fight. Because Indra was stealing his horse. He was performing 100 Ashwamedha Yajnas. Indra is known as Shatakratu. Bolo? Shatakratu. That is why sometimes in short, they say Shakra. Shakra means from Shata they took Sha, and then from Kratu they took Kra. Shakra they say. So Indra is also known as, boliye, Shakra. Right? So why he is known as Shatakratu? Because one who performs 100 Ashwamedha Yajnas, he can become Indra. Anybody wants to become Indra? Shortcut. You want a shortcut? Hemant, you want a shortcut? Sponsor Radha Raspberry Janmashtami dress. You'll become Indra in your next life. Anybody? Anybody who builds a Vishnu temple or donates a land, he'll become Indra in the next life. So 100. Prutu Maharaj was performing 99th sacrifice. So Indra was very afraid. So not only in this earthly planet, everywhere in this material world, everybody feels insecure. Right? In an office, if some marketing fellow, if he is bringing a lot of business, other people will become insecure. In a family, the Jathani and Devrani, right? If they saas ko maska laga rahi, then one of them will become insecure. Right? So even in the temple also, Hare Krishna temples also, if somebody is distributing more books, or if somebody is collecting more money, the other devotees will become insecure. If somebody is preaching and bringing more people and more followers, then other preachers will become insecure. Right? Whoever in this world If in the cricket field also, if somebody is scoring more centuries, other players will become insecure. So prime minister, if they're winning elections, other politicians will become insecure. So in the higher planets also, same thing happens. Indra will become insecure if somebody is performing Ashwamedha Yajnas, if somebody is performing austerities and penance, then he will immediately send some Apsara to disturb him. Right? So this is it. But pure devotees of Krishna who depend on Krishna, they don't become insecure. Right? So if you are feeling insecure, looking at the progress of others, what does that mean? I'm not a devotee, right? That is true. What does that mean? Very good. Very nice. So judge yourself. Don't judge others. Judge yourself. So are you feeling insecure? Then you are not a proper devotee. You are not. That means you are not depending on Krishna. Yeah. That is why, what is that verse? Muktanam api siddhanam Narayana Parayana Sudurlabha Prasantatma Kotishva api Mahamuni. You know, Indra and Vritrasura, they were fighting on the battlefield. And then Vritrasura, he is a very, very powerful demon. Right? So he was very, very angry with Indra because Indra killed his brother, Vishwarupa, who was a spiritual master of Indra. Because he was feeling insecure, he killed his own guru, Indra. Can you imagine? Anyway, so Vritrasura, he was felled by Indra. And then this Vajraidam is made for the purpose of killing Vritrasura only. When Indra was fighting with Vritrasura, Indra almost got defeated, and then his Vajrayudha fell down. So he was lamenting. At that time, Vritrasura gave a very wonderful lecture. Somehow, it's very wonderful. Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita in the battlefield. Or on the chariot, Vasudev taught Bhagavad Gita to Kamsa on chariot. Like that, our situation is very wonderful. So, for anybody, anybody wants to live happily in this world and peacefully, right? By heart, those verses are at least translations. Memorize those translations. The teachings given by Vritrasura to Indra. That is from 6th and Bhagavatam. The glorious death of Vritrasura. That chapter is
Anand Devdas boy hoyo na.
Right? Wonderful. He taught.
Rajesh dekh raha hai.
Then
online Rajesh Saraf है ना, वो Sarafdo.
Indra was shocked.
वो देख रहा है और वो अनिल प्रभु देख रहा है. राजेश्री देख रही है. हाँ, राजेश्री में डाली आज में लोगों ने
जय तदा एकत्र चलता.
हाँ.
परात्मनः.
आए और वो देख रहा है. हरि को तो चलो मोबाइल चालू है, उसी में वीडियो चालू.
सृष्टि लय स्थित ऐश्वरम सर्वज्ञम
विभा मिश्रा जो भी कोई
सनातनम. So first teaching is
कोई नहीं, मतलब गया ही है ना.
Nobody in this world, including all of you demigods and then demons, nobody can be successful all the time. Only the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, can be successful all the time. So that is why one should not lament when one is defeated. One should not become joyful when one becomes successful, victorious. Because success and defeat is not in your hands. Is it a good instruction? Huh? Will you remember? Huh? Loke sapalo yasye me shvashanti vashato vivashaha dvijayeva shicha baddhaha. Yeah. He's saying, how much, we all think that we have independence, right? Huh? But actually we don't have independence. How much a bird caught in the net, how much independence a bird caught in the net has? Huh? Very little, that much independence only we can move around. So like that. Right? So anyway, so we don't want, very wonderful instructions he gave. Then Indra मूर्छित हो गया. अरे क्या है, तुम तो demon है, ये सब कैसे जानते हैं? How do you know all this philosophy? Such wonderful philosophy. Huh? Then he says, Aham hare tava padaikamulam dasanudasa bhavitashmi bhuyaha manasmareta shupater ganamste grihita vakarma karot kaya. Right? Then this verse, famous, I always quote. This is from Rudrasura only. Nanaka Prishtam, boliye? Boliye? Nanaka Prishtam Nachaparameshyam. Boliye? Nanaka Prishtam Nachaparameshyam Nasarva Bhaumam Narasadiputpatyam Nayoga Siddhir Apunar Bhavamba Samanjasayaya Virahya Kanksha. अरे कोई बोल नहीं रहा है, क्या बात है? बोलिए.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी. हरे कृष्णा.
बोलिए, सब लोग बोलिए. हाँ, बोलिए. नानाक पृष्ठम न च पारमेष्ठ्यम न सार्वभौमं न रसाधिपत्यम न योग सिद्धि अपुनर्भवं वा समंजसयाय विरहय कांक्षा. बोलिए, ये सब याद करना, ये श्लोक. हाँ, ये सब सिखा रहा है. कोई नहीं बोलता है, राइट? Indra is a head of heavenly planet. He is saying, I don't want to go to heavenly planet. I don't want to go to Dhruvaloka, Nanaka Prishtam. Then I don't want to go to Brahmaloka. I don't want to become Sarvabhauma. I don't want to go to Sutala planet and Atala planet. Then I don't want Yoga Siddhi. Then I don't want Mukti. What do you want? Your eternal service. If I have to become separated from you, then Samanjasaya Virahaya Kanksha. Then I don't want all these things. Right? So note down this. Note down this verse. Then every day, pray this. Offer a prayer to the Lord, because Krishna, God forbid, if you are unable to finish our devotion service, pray to Krishna that please don't send me to any of these planets. Okay? Sixth canto, number ग्रुप में भी डाल देना. Anyway, we got diverted. So, then Muktana, then Parikshit Maharaj also was surprised. You know, my dear sage, how can these demons, they are usually in mode of passion and ignorance. How can such a demon be a pure devotee? Saying all these things? No, Muktanam api siddhanam. Narayana Parayana. Sudurlabha Prashantatma. Kotishvi api Mahamune. This verse is quoted by Lord Chaitanya also in his teachings. Then he says, you know, it's very, very difficult to find a person who is a Narayana Parayana. Right? What is Parayana? Parayana. Parayana. Para means Krishna. Ayana means going. Okay? Parayana. Narayana Parayana. Vasudeva Parayana. Right? Krishna Parayana. Okay? We all should become Narayana Parayana. So Narayana Parayana devotees are very, very rare in this world. Okay? Anyway, Maharaj. So we are talking about Shaktyavesh Avatar, right? We are talking about Shaktyavesh Avatar. So Maharaj Prutu, he has actually established a norm, you know, how to rule a kingdom, right? How to rule a kingdom. That's why he is known as Adi Raja, right? He has got that power to level the entire Earth planet, and also he was such a great pure devotee of the Lord that the Lord Krishna came along with Indra to patch up between both of them. Then Indra came. He offered apologies to Maharaj Prutu. Then Indra wanted to touch the feet of Maharaj Prutu. Then Maharaj Prutu immediately stopped him and then lifted him and embraced him. Then Maharaj, he forgave him immediately. Right? Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur used to do that when two Vaishnavas, they fight with each other. They would keep a meeting. Then he would tell some of, okay, you know, sometimes when we have difference of opinion, difference of fighting with other devotees, then what we do, he's done like this, he has done like that, you know, here, or we remember all their bad qualities, right? But Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur used to do, okay, now you do one thing, you know, you do this exercise. Uh, uh, tell, both of you tell, you know, some good qualities of each other, right? Good qualities of each other. Like that, he used to pacify, make friendship. Once Prabhupada, he was mentioning in one of his lectures that he, one of his devotees, mother, she was always abusing ISKCON, Prabhupada, Krishna, and all that. So so one day she was on deathbed. She was on deathbed. अभी टाइम है प्रसाद? हाँ? So then Prabhupada once was saying that when the devotee went to meet her, she said, "How is your Krishna?" And then she left her body. Then Prabhupada said, she attained perfection because at the time of death, she chanted Krishna's name. What did Krishna say in 8th chapter Bhagavad Gita? Huh? Antakalecha mameva smaran mukva kalevaram. Bolo? Antakalecha mame, boli? Huh? Who can tell? Shyam Sundar garu? Huh? You know the verse? Yati nasti atra samshaya. Right? All of you, this is our goal, right? We should always, at the time of death, we should remember Krishna. That is our goal. How do we know that somebody has attained perfection or not? Right? Suppose, whenever, some devotee dies, we ask, what was he doing at the time of death? Right? So if he remembers Krishna at the time of death, that means he has gone back to God. If he has not remembered Krishna at the time of death, means again punarapi jananam punarapi maranam. So that is a test, that is why our Pandit Ravi Shankar, they have a art of living, right? Art of living, but we have art of dying. We teach, even the kutta billi also, they live, right? Nobody is teaching to kutta billi how to live. They live, everybody lives, but we should learn how to die. So one Vrajavasi was telling that not that somebody who lives in Vrindavan is a Vrajavasi. One who dies in Vrindavan is a Vrajavasi. Right? Like that. So then Prabhupada said, the parents of all of my devotees are very nice people. Because otherwise, how can they give birth to a devotee? You saw the logic? Huh? You understand the logic? The parents of all my devotees are very nice people, because otherwise, how can they give birth to a devotee? Sometimes, in ISKCON, when the devotees, when we join, we abuse our parents like anything. We call, Hiranyakashipu. I used to call my sister Putana. As if I was, Prahlad Maharaj. बाद में पता चलता है. So they oppose because they have love, Otherwise, after some time they settle down. Now they don't oppose. But that time, there was so much dukkha that, engineer, government officer, resigning and joining Hare Krishna. He was thinking, by the time my two sisters' marriage was performed. So we had to give dowry, right? So he was thinking, he has got 2 sons, so 2 daughters' marriage, so compensate kar dega. मेरा तो बहुत बड़ा नुकसान हो गया. So थोड़ा, I was very distressed. Then it's okay. Now they are okay. Now my father would listen to Both the kathas he heard. The Narsingh Katha, then Jagannath Katha. So he was calling and asking, what is this? What is that? Very nice. I felt very happy, he was, so he likes my lectures and all. बहुत अच्छा बोलता है. So they settled down. So when we fight with each other, we should remember that. When ISKCON, devotees when fight with each other, we should remember that all these people are very nice people. That's why they came to Krishna consciousness. We all have got good qualities, right? Huh? Even though like I have this experience, even though many devotees they like क्या बोलते हैं, घर का मुर्गा दाल बराबर ऐसा कुछ ना, घर का मुर्गी मुर्गा नहीं खाते ऐसा है एक्सपीरियंस है लगता है आपका घर का मुर्गी दाल बराबर. So usually we face that temple resident devotees, we don't respect each other, but outside people are Ram Rupa aisa waisa, right? So it's a familiarity breeds contempt. I always felt that even though some devotees may not like me, but I have a feeling that Radha Raspia and Prabhupada, they like me so much. Otherwise, how did I remain head pujari for 22 years? They would have removed me, right? So that means I have a feeling that Radha Raspia likes me. It's not, even though if it is not correct, still, what is the harm in having a feeling that they like me, right? So we should appreciate each other. Yeah? Prabhupada writes in the purpose that this is how Vaishnavas we should behave. Sometimes if there is a dissension, there is a opinion, difference of opinion. We should not become so much animosity, inimical to each other that we will cut each other's throats. Right? It's not a good for us. So always remember this. From this past time. Even if there is some fight with other devotees, we should not reach such a stage that we don't speak to each other. All that stuff. Previously, even though I was behaving immaturely and not talking to some devotees and all that stuff was there, now I have some realizations that there were some instances where there was some huge fights I had with those devotees. Now I'm very friendly with them because of this realization, reading Bhagavatam and all that. So it is so from this then we don't like even though in their absence we hate that person, but actually when a superior Vaishnava comes and offers apologies or begs forgiveness, we don't like, right? So that's why Maharaj Prutu did not like that Indra would come, and Indra is not an ordinary person. Indra is very dear to Krishna. Then Prabhupada writes, so Krishna, in Bali Maharaj's pastime also, Krishna did not like that Bali Maharaj occupied Indra's position. Then Krishna took as an incarnation as Vamandev, then helped Indra again regain his kingdom. That was the level of, he said he had a problem that he cannot kill Bali Maharaj because he is a devotee. But Bali Maharaj has done wrong because in Indra's position he has occupied forcibly. He had to do something. So they say Vanchana kiya tha. He cheated Bali Maharaj, Lord Vamandev. So that was the level of Krishna's fondness for Indra. So we should not like that. Anyway, so Maharaj Prutu, seeing the good qualities of Maharaj Prutu, Lord Narayana stayed back. Right? What did he do? Huh? Lord Narayana stayed back. Then, like last time I have explained that Lord Narayana, Krishna or Lord Vishnu, they don't have the practice of walking on the floor, on the earth. Jamin pe chalne ka aadat nahi hai. So they walk 1 foot above. Even Maharaj Yudhishthir used to walk 1 foot above. Huh? So when he refused to tell a lie, then he touched the land. It's there in Mahabharata. So that was his level of dharmic persons. Devatas also, they don't touch, earthly planet when they come. So they walk, they stand one foot above, like that. So Krishna, of course, when Krishna comes, he walks, he touches the land and he leaves the footprints and all that. But Lord Narayana, doesn't come usually. So he didn't have the practice of standing on the floor. Right? So he was afraid that he will fall down. That's why he was taking, shelter of Garuda. He was keeping his shoulder on Garuda, and then he was standing so that he may not fall down. So, very nice.
4 hands, 1 hand is
He was shedding tears, looking at the wonderful, beautiful form of the Lord. And he was, again and again offering prayers to obeisances to the Lord. And then he was so much in ecstasy seeing the Lord. So that it's a Krishna conscious philosophy is so wonderful. Mahaprabhu is Lord Krishna. Lord Jagannath is also Lord Krishna. And they were ecstasy seeing each other. Prabhupada writes, seer and the seen, both are same. Dancer and the seer, both are same. Lord Chaitanya was dancing. Lord Jagannath was seeing the dance of Lord Chaitanya. But Lord Jagannath is in, Lord Chaitanya is in ecstasy, seeing Lord Jagannath. And then Lord Jagannath is in ecstasy, seeing Lord Chaitanya dancing. Right? Here also, Maharaj Prithu is incarnation of Vishnu. And then Lord Vishnu came, but looking at him, he was in ecstasy. Right? These foolish people, they think that God has no form. Mr. Kapoor, what do you think? God has form or no? He has no form. All right? Do you accept? Do you agree with that view? How many of you think that Krishna, God has no form? Anybody thinks that? What is your name? Shalini? Shalini? Huh?
Shalini.
Shalini. Yeah. Shalini ji. Do you think God has no form? Huh? Anup, right?
God has form. How to describe how his mind, how his face is so.
What is your name? You only. Priyanka ji, what do you think?
He is right now with us.
God has form or not? What is your name? Renuji? God has form or not? Huh? He has no form? Suppose if he has form, do you have any problem? Hemant, what do you think? God has form? Pakka? You? What about you? संतोष पीछे आप आपको ही पीछे पीछे the one who is turning हाँ भगवान का रूप है कि नहीं है ना पक्का हाँ so many people they think that actually ultimately God has no form he is actually impersonal Brahmajyoti whenever there is a need. See, Archana Kapoor, you think like that, right? Huh? Whenever there is a need, this Brahmajyoti comes in the form of Vishnu, Krishna, Rama, and all that. When the avatar is finished, they are no longer there. You think like that? Yeah, but it is not correct. Right? It's not correct. So this is based on Bhagavad Gita, 14 chapter. Why but, Yeah, don't use the word but. Anybody who accepts that Krishna has transcendental form, he will go back to God. Right now, you can get mukti. If you have, without any doubt, accept that Krishna has form. So entire India, it was destroyed. Our Vedic civilization was destroyed by this philosophy. Right? Thanks to, I will not say Shankaracharya's followers. Shankaracharya did not. He said, Narayana para avyaktat. Right? Narayana para avyaktat. Anybody knows Manasa Sancharare Brahmani Manasa Sancharare. Like that. That is written by Sadananda Yogindra. Prabhupada writes in Chaitanya Charitamrita. He says, Brahmajyoti and all, those who are in mode of ignorance, they accept Krishna. Krishna is in mode of ignorance, all that he writes. Right? Sadananda Yogindra. Prabhupada said, he is a crazy man. But he was a very famous yogi in India. You know Sadananda Yogindra? Manasa Sanchari, like that. So they have destroyed our civilization, Vedic civilization, our samskaras. That is why, everybody thinks that, God has no form, God has no form. Right? So basic understanding, Shalini, that if God has no form, we all believe that, everything is coming from God. Right? So if God doesn't have form, how we are having form? Right? A cause and effect. Do you know what is cause and effect? What is cause and effect? How can effect be inferior than cause? Is it everybody got this? How can effect be inferior than cause? So if effect is having form, how can cause can be lesser than effect? Is it clear? So don't think that all of you please make it read, go and read 9th chapter, maybe 12th verse. 9 Mogasha Moga Karmanu Moga Jnana Vichetasaha Rakshasi Masurim Chaiva Prakritim Mohinim Shita. So in this verse, Prabhupada, in the first portion also, only Prabhupada writes that even if devotees of Krishna practicing Krishna consciousness, if they think that Krishna's form is material, they will, then other people, everybody, they will become Rakshasas in their next. Is it clear? What will happen if you think that Krishna's form is material? Who? Mayavadis, materialistic people. Even if a devotee is practicing Krishna consciousness, if any of us, practicing Krishna consciousness, if I think that Krishna's form is material, deity is material, but stone, then we may become Rakshasas in the next life. Very dangerous. Yeah. Manisham Tanumashritam. Yeah. So there are people actually, I know one of the devotee, he thinks that, he was practicing for many years Krishna consciousness, chanting 16 rounds, reading Bhagavatam, but he thinks that ultimately Brahmajyoti, for temporarily this form as Krishna has taken, and after that we will merge. So please, if anybody has this kind of misconception, please take it out. Right? If anybody thinks that Krishna's form is material, he is a Rakshasa. Krishna doesn't have a material form. He has Sachidananda Vigraha. Right? Sachidananda Vigraha. Like that. So that is why he's so beautiful. That Krishna is so beautiful that his forms, one of his forms, Mahavishnu, he became attracted to Krishna. In the 10th canto Bhagavatam, last but one chapter mein aata hai, there is a Brahmana whose sons are getting stolen at the time of birth. Then later on it was found out Mahavishnu was stealing those boys. When Krishna and Arjuna went, why did you steal? I wanted to see Krishna. In order to Mahavishnu, so Krishna's form is very, very rare, So these Vishnus also they cannot see. Devadas chodo. Lord, Vishnu Bhaktas, Vishnus also they cannot see. His own incarnations they cannot see. And Mahavishnu wanted to see Krishna because he has no entry to Dwarka. He without like that. He was stealing Brahmana's boys. Then Krishna went. I'm very happy, you have come. It's a wonderful pastime, See how, not only other forms of Krishna, they become attracted to Krishna. Krishna himself becomes attracted to his own form. For one, sometimes, find out, Haribol, find out if there is lecture. No lecture? He's decorating himself. So Balramaya. So Krishna was looking at his own reflection in the mirror. He was very attracted. He said, who is this beautiful boy? Who is this beautiful boy? And Balram came. Krishna, what is happening? Why we are becoming late? We need to go to Sudharma, Sabha. So he was like that, he was so like that. And these guys, demons, they say that, Krishna has no form. Really demons. So don't be a demon. Huh? Please, okay? Now take away lesson from today. What is that? Krishna has most beautiful form, and those who say that Krishna has material form, they are. Then if you say that Krishna has material form, in the next life you will become a feeling cold? थोड़ी देर के लिए एसी ऑफ कर. So the main prayer by Maharaj Prithu is Na kamaye nata tadapyaham pachit nayatra yusmat charanambujashavaha mahattamantar mahan mukachute vidissa karnayitam eshamevaraha. My dear Lord, Na kamaye nata, I don't want liberation. Right? I don't want liberation. Where they go, you go, somebody goes and merges with the Brahma Jyoti, where you lose your identity. You know, liberation means it is a, we prefer to become a worm in the stool. A devotee of Krishna prefers to become a worm in the stool than attain liberation. Is it, can you digest this sentence? Huh? Did you understand? We don't want? Huh? We don't want liberation. Where nectar of Krishna's lotus feet is not available. Pardon? Nayatra yusmat charanambujashava. Ashava. Charanambujashava means nectar of Krishna's lotus feet. Where there is Krishna's nectar of Krishna's lotus feet is not available, my dear Lord, I don't want such liberation. Then what do you want? Krishna asked. He said, Mahattamantar Mahan Mukachito, where pure devotees, when they give kathas, in order to hear every pure, just like, one class is happening there, down one, another class is happening, right? There, so many other classes are happening. So you are all missing other classes, right? Huh? Classes. So Maharaj Prithu is saying, my dear Lord, everywhere so many pure devotees are hearing, speaking about Krishna Katha, I want to hear all the kathas at the same time. I don't want to miss, because that time no YouTube was there. Right? No recording system was there. So he said, I want viditsa karnayitam eshme vara. I want millions of years to hear your So what will happen if I hear Krishna Katha? Next verse is saying that Sa uttama shloka mahan mukachito bhavat padambu sudha khadanilihi smritir punar vismrita tattva vatmanam puyoginam no vitarati alamvarehi. He says, my dear Lord, when your pure devotees speak Krishna Katha, they come in touch with the your lotus feet. So that time, saffron dust particles of your lotus feet, they emanate from the mouths of the pure devotees. So at that time, they fall on, suppose Prabhupada writes, when a pure devotee speaks about Krishna Katha, saffron dust particles from the lotus feet of Krishna, they fall on the audience. When such saffron dust particles fall on the audience, then Smritir Punar Vismrita Tattva Vatmanam. He says, we have forgotten that I am an eternal servant of Krishna. Right? We are all servants, right? Right? Somebody or the other we have to serve. Anupji? Every day. Is anybody free from serving? Nobody. Because service is our constitutional position. But now we are serving our senses. We are serving wrong masters. We are serving wrong masters. So that is why इधर ही है प्रसाद, शंकर इधर ही है, लेके आ जाओ. हाँ, so when we hear about, so but we are actually eternal servant of Krishna. As soon as we start hearing about Krishna from the lips of pure devotees, then saffron dust particles from the lotus feet of Krishna will fall on us. When those saffron dust particles will fall on us, they remind us that tattva, what we have forgotten, that I am an eternal servant of Krishna, that we will remember again. So that is why he is saying that there is one you can put this on the 2 point Chaitanya Charitamrita 2.8.246. 246. Chaitanya Charitamrita. गर्म हो गया. This is material world. AC लगा दो. Yeah, go to the purport. There is one verse, Janmantar Sahasreshu Yasya Sad Buddhiridrishi Dasoham Vasudevasya Sarval Lokan Samudare. Somebody read this, please. Give the mic. What is that? You want to read? Yeah. Give the mic.
After many words.
No, verse. Read the verse. Verse laga? Yeah. Yeah. Chant. Very nice. Read now, translation.
After many words, when a person realizes that he is the eternal servant of Vasudev, he can remember all the worlds.
You understand? Understanding that I am an eternal servant of Krishna, what will happen? Huh? How many of you accept that you are an eternal servant of Krishna?
There is
Huh? Realization will come with the accepting, beginning of acceptance, right? Huh? Starts with that accept, right? So, Hemant, so all of you can deliver, huh? All the three worlds. Huh? Just like, if you keep saying, I'm an eternal servant of Krishna, I'm an eternal servant of Krishna, one day you will become eternal servant. So easy. Right? Prabhupada says, even though we have been suffering in this material world since time immemorial, Nityas Baddha, since time immemorial we have been suffering, we are traveling through this material tabernacle. And then going from one body to another body, going from one planet to another planet, going from one universe to another universe. There is no count since how long we have been in this material world. But we can finish all this simply by desiring. You can find this in the first canto, second chapter. Right? So see, if I simply desire that I want to be servant of Krishna, one day I will become. So this is a. क्या हुआ? Okay. Anyway, we didn't cover. Next week I will cover Matsya Avatar. Next week we'll cover two avatars, Matsya Avatar and Kurma Avatar. They will come. Okay. Now tell me, what did you learn today? Who can say? Give the mic. Who will say? We'll do an exercise. We'll have a reflection. Means each one of you will tell one point that you learned today, but you will not repeat others' points. Okay. So let us start with this girl. What did you learn today?
We should not take shortcuts.
Did I say that? No, I didn't say that. Whatever I spoke, you should say. What did you learn?
Krishna is the most beautiful.
Very good. Most beautiful person. Keep it, Yeah. One day one girl was coming to Prabhupada. She is just 16-year-old girl. Then she asked, Swamiji, will there be offense in Golok Vrindavan also? Prabhupada liked, she was so cute and so sweet. Just 16-year-old girl. Oh, she loves Krishna. She is asking about Golok Vrindavan. Then Prabhupada predicted, one day Krishna will kiss you. Okay.
Devotees of Krishna should not inspire. If they are secular, then they are not devotees.
Yeah.
If any devotee, including those practicing Krishna consciousness, thinks that Krishna's form is material, they will take birth as Rakshas.
Give it to her. What's your name? Give it to her. Your name? Manju.
Manjusha.
Manjusha.
Yeah,
Yeah. Just remember this. Throughout your life. Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah, you? Shreya, give it to Shreya. Yeah. After that is over, Krishna takes away the power. Yeah.
Nobody can successful all the time. Only Krishna can be successful.
Very good. Remember this. Then you will not be. You don't have to lament. Because we cannot be successful all the time. Sometimes we get 90%. Sometimes we get only 40%. But we should not. Yeah.
When there is fight between the devotees, then we should appreciate other
Their good qualities. Yeah. Very good. Say 1 point.
As I understood, the devotees, those who are cursed, yes, instead of their own, like you were, your parents were, you think that they are negative and all. So that I learned from it, that basically what we see that's negative, but at last that is good. We are the loved ones, so we got
Yeah. Yeah. Give it to. Yeah.
until unless we realize that we have done something to God, Supreme God, we have to go through rebirth. We have to go through
Yes. Very good.
Once we realize that then
Yeah.
we believe that the time will stop. Like now there is no time for rebirth.
Yes. Yeah. Archana ji. Nine. Yeah.
Shravnam Kirtanam, Archanam Pujanam, Atam Nivedanam, Sakhyam.
Very good. Give it to her behind. हाँ बोलिए. Yeah, very good. Yeah, very good. Hare Krishna. Yes.
Devotee doesn't want liberation.
Very good. We should hate the liberation. Liberation is like Pishachi. Yeah. Yeah.
You take care.
Firstly, for realization was supposed to be acceptance of Krishna. Second, in this, we should never think that Krishna's focus on the people. It's prayer to all eat and global speaker Krishna. We don't want anything other than Krishna.
Yeah, Vidya. घर में सब निकलता है हस्बैंड को देख के. Imagine husband is sitting here. Yeah. Very good. Yeah. Here is the mic.
If you want to live happily in this world, you should learn the teachings of
Yeah. Will you learn?
Hare Krishna. Like Krishna is source of all income.
Our chapter. Yeah.
That is all the time.
9 process of devotion.
Krishna has form, so we should never accept that.
Yeah.
Serving is our inherent property.
Nature. Yeah.
It's our nature.
Give it. Yeah.
I think everybody's covered all the points.
No, so many other points are there.
We're talking about the insecurity. Can we take an even positive aspect also? Can we take it as inspiration? Like somebody born with a bike on eye, and then
Yeah.
part of that travel to achieve that kind of complete position comes out.
Yeah. If you take it positively, if you take negatively, then you will work against the devotee.
How much I mean, expressing anger or feeling anger, not expressing it, but feeling anger inside the heart. It's the same thing if you're different.
Insecurity.
No, anger.
No. See, suppose somebody is not doing service properly. I should become angry. That anger is allowed. But I should not keep grudge against anybody. That kind of anger is not good. Once, Prabhupada, they explain, Prabhupada, once, Prabhupada was resting. One person, Indian, this is in London. One gentleman, Indian gentleman, he traveled, he changed some 2 trains, traveled for a long time, and then he came to meet Prabhupada. They sent him off saying that Prabhupada is taking rest. Prabhupada is taking rest. So after that, Prabhupada became very, very angry. Very angry at his assistant. You fool, why did you send him off? He came all the way from so long, and then what if I'm resting? You should have woken me up. Like that he was. And she was shaking, he was shaking, earth is shaking. He was so angry. Suppose we become angry for hours together, we keep that feeling. But after 10 minutes, Prabhupada is speaking to him in such a nice way that such an incident never happened. So then Mukund Maharaj was explaining that, Prabhupada's, he's not angry. He becomes only angry to, rectify us. Otherwise, he has no anger in his heart. So we should not have anger in our heart. It will, if you have, those 2 people cannot become devotee. Who are they? Those who lament, those who become angry. Remember, huh? Yeah, Hemant. Huh? They want to say? Yeah.
Desire to be servant of Adi.
Yeah, very good. So you can put the mic there. They want to speak. Rajeshwar Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Zoom.
Can I? When we keep saying servant of Krishna, repeating again and again, one day we become eternal servant.
Who is saying? Radha Chamak?
Lakshmi.
Vibha Mishra. Okay. Yeah, Rajesh.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
We
should remember Krishna at the time of death. That is our goal.
What did he say?
We should remember.
Tell him, come again.
Repeat again.
We should remember Krishna at the time of death. That should be our goal.
Yeah. Very nice. We should remember Krishna at the time of death. Who? Anyone else here? Anju? Yeah, he has a desire to have millions of sons, millions of years. Yeah, पीछे रह गए. Not Krishna. What do you do? What are you hearing? Vishnu. Yeah. So there is one very. बंद करो. वृंदावनम सखी भुवो वितनोति कीर्तिम यद्देवकी सुतपदाम्बुज लब्धलक्ष्मी गोविंद वेणुमनुमत्त मयूर नृत्यम प्रेक्षाद्रिमामृतान्य समस्त सत्वम. You know, gopis are singing Venu Gita. Said, my dear gopis, Sakhi, Krishna, because the bhumi of Vrindavan has become more glorious than Vaikuntha. Because in Vaikuntha, Krishna, Lord Narayana walks with chappals. But in Vrindavan, Krishna walks bare feet. That is why the bhumi is in direct touch with Krishna's lotus feet. That is why Vrindavanam Sakhi Bhuvo Vitanoti Kirtim. The glories of Mother Earth is, is chanted in all the three worlds because she is receiving the direct touch of Krishna's lotus feet. That is the. Yeah, piche do, piche.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to dance. Jagannath ji used to enjoy.
Yeah.
And similar way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to enjoy by seeing Jagannath.
Yeah. So what did I say? What is the sentence that Prabhupada used? Huh? Seer and the seen. Huh? Seer and the seen are same, but they are enjoying each other's company. So very beautiful Krishna conscious philosophy. Yeah, Santosh.
Hare Krishna. Krishna is so beautiful that Mahavishnu has to play the pastimes of kidnapping the
Very good. Hare Krishna. Who else? Anybody else? Huh? Shaker. Shaker. विरार का संतोष है. विरार है ना आप? संतोष, यू आर फ्रॉम विरार ना? हाँ, विरार का संतोष. ये हमारा संतोष है. हाँ. No, don't judge others. Judge yourself, right? Yeah. Anybody else? So who? Huh?
Bali Maharaj.
Huh.
Yeah, Bali Maharaj. He did try to back. Krishna.
Who will summarize today's class? Who can summarize today's class? Huh? Anybody? Give the mic to Shreya. Only 2 people are watching. Radha Chamaji was not there. Sushil also was not there. हाँ हाँ
Saturday, Saturday, come to Bhagavatam, and Ketu Maharaj was also known as Adi. Devotee of Krishna, depending on Krishna, never feels sick. And we should read the chapter, the glories of the glorious death of Vedas. And Jagannath and Chandra see Jagannath is here and the Srimad is him and the Srimad.
yeah.
Nobody can be successful at the time, all the time. Only Krishna is successful. We should always remember, just like remembering always that I am the eternal servant of Krishna, one day we will get the realization. And Krishna is the most beautiful form of Krishna, the where he is found. And everyone, including Krishna, is attracted. Everyone, including Krishna himself, is attracted to his form. And a devotee never wants to Krishna. And so, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, we say that serving is our constitutional position. But now we are serving the Lord Masters.
Very nice. We'll do kirtan? हाँ? Dancing kirtan? सब लोग खड़े हो जाओ. हाँ? क्या? You can close it, ना? हाँ? Close it. Off कर दे. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. सब लोग हाथ ऊपर कीजिए. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. सब लोग हाथ ऊपर कीजिए. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. जोर से. हाँ. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. तीनों को आवाज आना चाहिए। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। टच करना चाहिए। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। अरे जंप करो क्या है? हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। सब लोग नहीं नाच रहे हैं। कपूर जी आइए, आगे आ जाइए। गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय, गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय, राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय, गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय, गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय, राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय, गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय, गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय, राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय, राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। नाचना, जोर से नाचना चाहिए, टच करना चाहिए, हाँ, जंप, हाँ, ओके। Prabhupada used to jump, you know. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hemant. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. ऐसा Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha, Rati Hari Radha, Rati Hari Radhe. Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram. Jaya Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan. Jaya Vrindavana Dham, Vrindavana Dham, Vrindavana Dham, Jaya Vrindavana Dham. Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Jai Radhe Shyam. Jaya Gauranita, 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 Jai Gauranita. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Premanande, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hare Krishna. हाँ, नरसिंह प्रेयर गाओ आप लोग। चलो। करतल है ना? सब लोग जानते हैं नरसिंह?
Shri Narasimha, Jai Narasimha, Jai Jai Narasimha Deva, Prahlabesha, Jai Rama, Kavanha Vinda, Uttam Veeram Mahavishnu, Jalantam Sarvatomukham, Narasimham Vishnu Mrityur Vimahapyam. Namaste Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubrinda Keshavadita Naraharirupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Javadara Kamalavare Adhuta Shringa Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubrinda Keshavadita Naraharirupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Keshavadita Naraharirupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Keshavadita Naraharirupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Narasimha Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. श्री श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिम्हा भगवान भक्त प्रहलाद महाराज की जय, प्रभुपाद की जय, गुरुदेव की जय, निताई गौर प्रेमानंद।
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
महाप्रसादे गोविंदे,